my passion is in here. I can talk anywhere. I've been like that since I was little. But my passion is in here. So even though I'll go out and I'll have a passion for people, but you gotta make sure that your passion for people is not drawing you the wrong place. Because I mean, I like people. I talk to everybody. So okay, you want to go over here and talk? I'll talk and I'll take the check. But you know, we over here. But then I had to realize that ain't me. And I think many of us are in that place where we have not admitted that ain't me. Or it was me, but that ain't me no more.
Not anymore.
I'm not doing that because that's not me anymore. That's not. So I'm gonna wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and He'll strengthen my heart. I know that anyway.
Yes.
But I'm saying sometimes when you looking, you got to be very careful in this season because it's looking awfully good. And so I'm like, that just ain't me. And now I'm convincing myself it ain't me.
Yeah.
Because I convinced myself that I could do. I didn't have to convince myself I could do it. I knew I could
do it.
Right.
And so now I have to convince myself that ain't me, and I have to keep saying, that's not you. That's not you. That's not you. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's good.
And I don't know what I'll get out of it. I mean, besides money and whatever. But that ain't everything. You know that. But my thought was, good thing I noticed that. Or I paid attention to the Holy Ghost because I'm sure God is the one that said, that ain't you. That ain't you.
Yep.
Don't keep going after that stuff. That ain't you. And so even when I had the book challenge, I said, 100 books. He said, now that's you. See how people could twist you?
Yeah.
Now that is you. You wrote that book. If you tell the people what's in that book, you will sell more than 100. But you want to make them happy for a minute. I want you to save them forever.
Glory to God.
Now that's what I called you for. So stop looking at 100 people and get 100 books. It's not. It's two different things. You got one in the bag and one in cheers. One that does not talk back to you is inanimate. And the other one who can encourage you and you can help and you can see. And so it was interesting as I'm beginning to learn myself. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize. I didn't know myself. So sometimes you can have gifts that you don't even know you have.
That's right.
Because, and I had told Tabron, I said I was going to talk about stirring up the gift.
Yes.
Because I found out that there's gifts that you don't even have. And let me tell you, you had them, but people, Lord help you, Jesus, people stopped you.
Yes.
What for?
And then you stopped yourself.
Yeah, people stopped you, and then you went with it.
Yep.
You just kind of agree with it. Well, you know what? I done tried this. I don't know how many times. This don't seem to work. And so what happens? In your mind, you say it don't work. And the people that stopped you say, good, because it didn't work for me either. And so there you are being somebody that you are not. Because now you accepted that your call is not going to happen.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I was like, this is not me. That's easy. And I mean, I could do it easy. And I'm like, it's not what I'm called for. That's like an scapegoat.
Yep.
Because you don't want to work. Help me, Jesus.
Oh, now
Because you don't want to work. Think about it. That's an scapegoat. I can get over here. I don't got to do no work. I get a mic. I can work it out. Thank you for my paycheck. It's a gift. I don't need to work at my gift. He gave it to me. But now when I take my gift and I have to work with it, then you want to say, oh, looks kind of easy over here. Because I don't really got to do much. But over here, I got to create an atmosphere for my gift.
We got to develop it.
Got to develop it.
Yep.
Right? Got to work.
That's work.
And that's what I realized. Okay, you got the gift, but you got to develop the life that goes with it.
Yep, the whole...
That's the thing. You got to develop the life that goes with it. Okay, I got the gift, and I'd rather just sit on it and hope it flourishes.
It ain't gonna flourish.
And it looks like it'll flourish over here because that's already flourished. So if I just step into it, I'm good. That's not how it works.
No, I know that.
So now I'm realizing, you know what? You got to build this thing.
Yes, yes.
You got to build it. You got the gift, but you got to build it. You got to stir up the gift.
Come on.
That's within you. Why? Because it's, thank God, God put it within you so nobody can't reach and get it.
Yes.
Because they already, you know, it's like somebody
Okay.
trying to play, you trying to get your jump shot and somebody trying to block
Like
it.
it.
That's Satan's job, to block it.
Mm.
And so you got to learn another strategy that if he's coming this way, I'm going to do a layup. I'm not going to do a three-pointer.
Skyhook.
Yep, that's it. Over. Hallelujah. I know it. Believe me, I know. But that's the way it
Come on.
seems to be in the spiritual realm if you want to develop your gift, because you already have it. So you don't have to ask for it, but you do have to develop it.
Come on now.
And so I said that, and speaking of basketball, I think I said this on something. I don't know what I was talking on. And I said I used to play basketball. I think it was Saturday.
Yeah,
and
you said
I used
Saturday.
to play basketball, but even though God gave me the gift, I still had to go to practice.
Yes.
I still had to jog around
working.
the track.
Yes.
Because when you can't get in the middle of your game and be like half court. So even though I could play, I still had to learn how to run. I still had to
Yes.
build that stamina. I still had to, so what am I saying?
Go ahead.
Even though we Christians and we got gifts, we still got to tweak our gift. We
Yep.
still got to eat right. We still got to pray. We still got to ask God. All these things. And so when I realized it, I said, you know what? Somehow or another, I've gotten away from who I am.
Come on. Uh-oh. You speaking. You speaking now.
I've gotten away from who I am.
Amen.
From warfare to sickness to beat
Oh,
up
my God.
to discouraged to rejected to disgusted, busted. Things ain't going the right way. Sickness, you know, whatever it was. All of those things is what the devil used. Little by little, this one day, this one that month, this one that year. People, friends, all of that to get you away from what God called you to be. And you know what? You left it and you didn't even realize it. So what we did was we left it and we found the closest thing to it.
Oh, wow.
See, I'm talking today.
Yes, you are.
Like Ron Carpenter, I'm saying something
Yes.
today.
Yes, you are.
You found the closest thing to it. And you settled for that thing.
Wow, yes.
But see, the God we serve wasn't going to let you settle. Yeah, think again. I called you greater. This looks good, but I called you greater. But you got to start over here with working what I gave you. Because when you go out there and work, you got to know what you're working with. And if you ain't confident in what you're working with, then you're going to go over here, where I didn't call you. Because you didn't do the work for over there.
Yeah.
The gift gets you here.
Yeah, but you got to be prepared.
But to get over here,
gotta-
the work gets you here.
Yes.
Faith gets you in the building.
Building.
The gift gets you over here.
Yeah. Yes.
The work gets you where I called you to be.
Amen.
So these last couple of weeks, I've been fighting with that thing. And I keep saying, hey, it's not me. As much as I look at it, and I think it's a joke, because to me, even what they're doing, I could do it 100% better. That's because the gift was given to me for another reason. I can use it for that, but it wouldn't really be to my benefit.
That's right.
And so when I look at them, and they're like, oh, no, and I'm going, that ain't me. Because I listen to them, and, you know, we got the alphas and the cappers and the this and that. I'll talk. I'll hold on right out of that. And I'm listening to them, and I'm going, I don't have none of that. But I can outdo you because of the gift that God gave me. You worked for that. I didn't.
Wow.
And so I sit there, as you said, and as you can say, as the black manager in FedEx, God did it.
Yes, he
And
did.
I didn't always have the
That's
credentials.
it. That's it.
I didn't always have the okay. I didn't always have the backing. And if it was up to the people that I'm with right now, I wouldn't have it.
I know that's right.
That's
But
right.
God.
But God.
So I sat there and I looked at all of that and I said, I ain't trying to fit into this. This ain't me. And the sad part about it is, I'm greater than this. Not I'm better, but I'm greater.
Wow.
And I sat there and I thought about that thing, and I'm listening to them in Howard University, St. John's, this one, Alpha Kappa, Woo, I don't know all that stuff, beta. I'm going, why do I not feel like I belong here? And he said, because you don't.
Wow. See?
And I'm like, not because of the sorority, but the whole kit and caboodle. I have no problem with my job. I mean, I can pop. I mean, you say you're a nurse, that's good to go. And, you know, you good to go. You can stand with the best of them. And, you know, I don't have a self-esteem problem or anything. So it wasn't that. But I was sitting in the middle of all of this. And I'm saying, you trying to fit in where you done already left. You backtracking. Because that's the... See, their achievements are, nothing's wrong with it. Their achievements were the world. But God was saying, greater than that. Because I'm greater than that. So that's not for you. And I had to sit there for a minute. I had to say, huh? You know how like you say to yourself, what are you thinking? And I really had to do it. I had to look at it and I said, he said, I didn't choose to take you that route.
Nope. Wow.
I chose to skip all over that and take you over here. I don't need you to do that for where I'm taking you. So I'm like, okay. I wouldn't have probably did that anyway, but, and it took me a minute. And he said, see, you don't get it. What I chose you for is greater than that. If you never stepped foot in a school, if I choose you,
come on, say it.
It's greater than that. I choose to put my people in all positions. I don't choose to put you there. I chose to put them there. They know me, but they don't know me like you do. So every time I see them, they're like, hey, mighty woman of God. And I'm saying, what? You have never seen me. They knew who I was, but I didn't.
Wow.
Now, that's some crazy stuff. Every time they see me, woman of God, mighty woman of God, oh man, it's good to see you. Da, da, da. And I'm going, huh? You ain't never heard me preach. Few of you have seen me on Facebook maybe for a minute. And how do you distinguish the fact that you guys have, and they have achieved, masters, doctors, lawyers, whatever, and alphas, sororities, fraternities, all, because it's male and female. And it's like, how do they look at me and be like, God bless you, woman. You know, it's a humble thing. And I'm like, and God said, cause I called you. And see, what you can't see, they do. And I'm like, and he said, see, even they know that you don't belong there. I'm like, and so I had to really, and I'm saying this why, because we're probably all in that same place. Been beaten down, been broken, been disgusted. You know, somebody keep beating on you, you got to feel it. I don't care what nobody says. People keep rejecting you, keep talking about you, I don't care how great you are. If people keep gossiping and people keep, it got to penetrate somewhere. Absolutely. If it don't get in the heart, it's going to get in the head. If it don't do that, it's going to get in your stress level or your sickness. And what does it do? It makes your gift distorted. You start to wonder, maybe I don't belong here. Well, it don't seem to be working over here.
Let me try this.
And over here, it don't seem like this is where I belong. So now, what do I do? I was sitting there, I was like, okay, this is not working for me. Some of this stuff is just like elementary to me. And I'm like, I know it's God, but in my regular life, you know, you just use wisdom. And it's like, and then God says, see, you want to take the easy way out. Right? I never said my way was easy.
That's right.
I said it was easier than theirs. Because where I'm going to take you, they're going to have to work so hard, they still never get there.
Wow.
He said, but it's not the easiest way. I'll make it easy for you because I called you, but it's not the easiest way. You're going to have to work. First work is going to be recognizing who you are. Because those who rejected you, they knew who you were. if I could break it down as simple as this, Satan knew me when I walked. And he knows you when you walk. So his job was to kill me. And their job is to kill you. So I was like, okay, this is kind of crazy. You know, you just speak to yourself. So in these last 2 weeks, I got a revelation of who I am. And now I don't have a problem walking away from money, what I thought was success, business, whatever. And I did. I had to, because, you know, we had this business, we had that business, we had that. So we were doing all the things in the natural world that we should have been doing in the spiritual world. He was telling me, he said, what the heck you doing selling Zree and you got books? And you got plaques.
Yes, you do.
I said, He said, you learned how to do somebody else's.
Yeah.
Because you let somebody else destroy yours. How many of us in that place?
Yep, that's real. Gotta put both hands up and both feet.
Can we be real tonight?
Yeah.
You worked for somebody else.
Yes, I did.
When I had work for you, you wouldn't put it in your business, but you would go to their meetings, but you wouldn't sit down and read Google and YouTube and look to see how you could be successful in what I gave you.
My Lord.
Oh yeah, I had a good 2 weeks. Reality check.
Yes.
Examine yourself.
Yes,
are you where you're supposed to be? Are you doing the work you're supposed to do? Or are you working for somebody else? He said, I didn't say, I'm not talking about your jobs, but what are you doing for yourself? I gave you stuff, but you chose not to do it. You chose because it looked easier over here. If you could build the team here, then why didn't you build it over here? Same people in the church building a team over here. Instead of building a team for everybody over here. So we benefiting them, sending our money out to there when we could have sent it right here. So I learned. That's why you heard me say, I realized I have to build a team. Nothing is done by itself. You can't do nothing by yourself. Time was just here too. That was funny. I'm saying you can't do anything by yourself. You want to live in the world. I agree on the stuff you said, but it was funny. But reality. How many of you have given your gift 100%?
Nope.
Have you developed it? Have you really worked with it? And yet, you're still successful. Somewhat. Not happy.
No.
Because you know there's more.
Yep. You know.
But you didn't really fall, but you didn't grow either. Where you should have gone, I should say, because we all grew. But I mean, to the point where you know you're supposed to be. Like right here, I'm supposed to be like right here, and I'm down here.
Yeah.
But I'm, okay, I did do something. But God said, do you really want everything I got for you? Because faith without
works
is dead.
Yes.
He said, y'all been walking in faith, but y'all works is weak. Your works are weak. Your works are weak. You want to be blessed, but your works are weak. Would somebody pay you for the work that you do? You know, if you went to work and you worked for them like you worked for me, would you have that check you got?
Oh, my goodness.
Now, I looked out for you.
Yes, you did, Lord.
But in my house, in your house, because the work that I give you is ultimately for your house. So I'm like, okay, this is, wow.
That's good. Wow.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know why I'm telling y'all this.
Right.
I guess y'all need to know it.
I need it. I need it.
I was actually going to pray. I don't know how I got here.
No, but go ahead. No, I needed that because...
So, and here's the sad part that God said. It's around you. Your help is there. But you overlooking it. You making a decision for other people. Oh, you know, last time. You know, before last time. Oh, you know, ain't working. You know. You didn't ask me. Last time you didn't do, so what you worrying about them?
That's right.
They weren't the only one that didn't do it. You didn't either.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So it was interesting. So that's why I said in these last 2 weeks I've learned that I said, you know what? I could do this. We got to get back to that. I could do this.
Amen.
I mean, we used to sit here and we used to have classes and
Yes.
stay up to 12 o'clock at night. I can't do that.
And we go to work tired. We be like, hey, we working late.
But you had a good
Time.
You was refreshed because the Lord was with you and was in the things that you were doing. Now you up late because you worrying instead of being in the Bible and in church and taking classes.
That's true. That's true.
Whereas before you put time in it, even if you came to church 3 times and never went home and read, look at the difference in what we did then and what we do now. Yeah. And that's what he said. He said the works are getting weaker.
Yes.
Which means that you got to examine yourself because I make you stronger, and if your works are getting weaker, Satan is he's moving. Yeah. So realization, a reality check. That was a reality check for me. I looked and I said, somehow I don't see, you know, you talking to everybody, love, got love for you, much love. This ain't. And then it was funny because one of the people that was there is an apostle. And I kept saying, what apostle is this? And God said, that's what you getting ready to do.
Oh.
And I said,
wow.
And I did. I really did. I was looking and I kept saying, and never called herself an apostle, businesswoman, all kinds of names, but never an apostle. And then one of the ladies told me, you know, she's an apostle. Who? I said, huh? I said, are you kidding me? Nope.
Wow.
So I said to her, I said, you're an apostle. She said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's just what I did. I said, oh, that's how we do it now? Oh yeah.
Ooh.
She said, huh? I said, yeah, huh? That's what I'm doing, huh? So she said, you know what? I never thought about it. But I said, So she said, so I said, you ever thought maybe that's why you're going through all that you're going through? She said, oh, well, you know, us apostles have to go through. I said, yeah.
Not like that.
But not like that.
Yeah.
I said, well, when did you drop the title? Because if that person wouldn't have known who I was, I would have known who you was. And that was more ways than one. Because I should have picked it up anyway. Right. So the whole, not only the title, but you done depressed the whole thing.
Wow.
So God said to me, and you was getting ready to do just what she doing.
Oh.
I was like, Not in my heart I wasn't, but God knows me better than I know myself.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, well, if you was going to get over here, you would have been doing the same thing as she doing.
Yep.
I didn't go over this.
No.
But because it took her to another level.
So she thought. But
it took her to another level. Right. And yeah, you're doing real well and your business is booming and everything else, but it's not what I called you for.
He gave you
he showed it to me.
Yes.
He just tell me, because I felt it anyway, and I kept telling him, I said,
I'm not feeling this.
I'm not feeling this. I know, and remember Denise had said, you got a lot of things going on.
Yep.
You're going to figure out which ones you belong with and which ones you don't.
Yes,
and I was like, okay, I think I know. Some were easy.
Yeah.
And then some were, because I'm like, okay, is God bringing me? It wasn't that these ladies don't know God. Oh, they know Him.
Yeah.
But that's their limit.
Yeah.
So I'm coming in at their limit. So where am I going?
Right.
Nowhere.
Right. I can't go no further than the group that, exactly.
I want to do that.
So yet they can see who I am. And they're like, yeah, come on over here and show us and help us. And I'm like, well, come on in and let me see what they got and do what they doing. And they saying, no. We don't want you to do what we doing. We want to do what you doing. I'm going,
See that?
what? And I said to Ron, I said, you know what's funny? They keep saying, mighty woman of God, man, I just want you could just show me how you be doing that stuff. And I'm going, huh? Y'all look successful to me, yeah, but not like you. Hell no, not about me. I'm like, huh? They were like, you walking in that thing.
Yes.
You don't get it. You walking in it.
It's right there.
For other people to see.
Yes.
But not me.
God don't have you see.
God don't have you see it for yourself.
No, he don't want
But he
you to.
said, no, I didn't blind you. You blind yourself. I told you who you were. When did God not tell us who we were?
That's right.
You let other people talk you out of being the apostle, being the pastor, being the whatever. You let other people tell you, and then you just went along with it. You didn't say nothing, but those things started knocking you down, knocking you down, knocking you down, knocking you down. And now look who's talking. The people that was talking to you was the ones that really wasn't going nowhere. Think about that. They knocking you down, making yours not important.
That's right.
Your life is, your title is just important. I don't care what it is,
Yes,
even if it's just
right.
your name.
That's right.
It's just as important as anybody else. So you got to watch when people say, "Oh, that ain't who she is," or "Oh, well, you know, that's all." No. Whatever God called you,
Say.
it means something to God, and He wants you to walk in it and be proud of it. You ain't supposed to let nobody take your stuff away.
That's right.
And that's what people will do. People will take it away, and you know what? You'll give it away, and then after a while, people say, "Oh, they don't do that no more."
You know what's really strange